Snake with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
That's what it is there on another little Nizo, man. Man, I know these channels going up, man. These channels going up, man. I see, drop some content today talking about C-Mac and all that.
Oh man. I hate. I mean, that's an ugly conversation. I see it. I've been tapping in. I've been hearing it. I see it. Yeah, it's a lot.
Touch up. Oh, that right. I want to touch up on another situation involving C-Mac, and I don't know, cause I don't think no content is never too old. Some people be getting mad because you will pull some old shit out and that shit will go viral. Oh man, that's old. So
what is the History Channel? What is the History Channel? Well, go ahead.
So it was also spoke on by Baby Braves as well that Brick Baby had let C-Mac get lined up and didn't help, and Brick Baby had kind of like answered back like, "Oh, I was letting him catch his fades." So I wanted to do a reaction to that because it was just like, man, one thing about it, and you know, I deal with Brick. You know, shout out to him. You feel me? We ain't got no smoke or nothing like that, but it is what it is. Like on the spectrum of game banging, you feel me? We'll be talking about game banging. I'm just giving my opinion of how I would have reacted. Like if I was in the dorm and one of my homies showed up, ain't no lining up going on. He gonna catch his fades, we gonna give him his fades, but we ain't about to let y'all just WWE put 5 people on them. And then definitely that I'm being there because I'm gonna have to have some respect for me. So we gonna keep it respectful. Yeah, he got some fades. We see what he got on his forehead. Definitely it better be them that's really tripping. But even with them, it's like that's just a messed up situation to be in a homie like that, being in jail with a homie like that. Because if you land at the wrong spot, you probably gonna have to blow it.
Oh, my mama. I cannot give a perspective from experience because when I was doing my county jail time, it wasn't like that. Wasn't the energy. We was all that. See your enemies to phase and phase. I be hearing about y'all generation talk that shit, and I can't relate because it was like us against. We wasn't really banging. We was on the racial shit. So if I just try to put myself there and I just judge, I've been hearing y'all generation talk about this for like 15, 20 years now, like phase in the back of the blue wall. You know? So I just taking from all the stories I heard and me thinking about being with one of my homies anywhere. Cause I don't know about that environment, but yeah, I can't imagine. I don't really know the rules that y'all got to that shit, but being with your homie anywhere, I can't imagine it.
And it really ain't no rules. That's what I'm saying. It's just like who gonna go for what? Because like, look, and I'm at a generation that this shit was going on. But Spider, a lot of shit, bro, I never endured or been through because
I've heard you say that a lot of times.
People play with me and try to put my feet to the fire. Have I been tested? Of course, everybody been tested, but it's been linked to where people gonna take their testiness to with me at. You feel me? To where like I ain't been in them situations where I just been lined up like that crazy. And it's just like I think like after like 2 fades is good, man. 3 is pushing it. You know what I'm saying? But just that situation, yeah, I might still react to it, man, because it's just like, bro, like Brick, you squabbled up. Like you supposed to like holler and let people know how it wasn't gonna go. Like, look, this the homie. How many hoovers in here? You know, we're gonna let him get down with some hoovers. He got that on his forehead. That's disrespectful. And let's just cap it off there. You feel me? And if one come in the door and they need that, then yeah, he got that blasted big on his head. That's how I go. But it ain't about to just be all the other enemies and just anybody thinking y'all about to just run him. And I'm just sitting here not catching no fades because I might have been here before you and caught a few fades. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I know it's a long shot because we ain't talked about doing nothing like this in a long time, and I ain't been in communication with him. But I just shot Brick the link, so we keep popping it, and then if it's meant to be, he'll pop up and we get a chance to ask him on the black box instead of doing a reaction. We can get a live interaction.
Oh no, for sure. Hopefully he do pop up here. No, for sure. Like I said, Brick, no, man, it's all good. Brick stay shot the nigga out of shit. I just like, nigga, hold on, nigga, we in that county, nigga, Brick, nigga, you supposed to be like, nigga, directed that, like, nigga, dog, look, the homie got that, how many of them in here, we gonna let him get out because he got the disrespectful thing, but as y'all thinking y'all gonna just run him a party because y'all might feel that, you know what I'm saying, he, you know what I'm saying, like a little off the Richter, or, you know what I'm saying, y'all see it, because it be situations like this, too. somebody probably will be scared or be iffy about testing you, then you will come in there and they'll see you fight. And then if you can't fight, oh, you got phase. But if a person looking, you like, oh yeah, this nigga deadly. Like, oh, then motherfuckers ain't gonna give you no more phase. They'll be like, oh man, it's cool right there. He called his phase. So it'll be situations like that, bro.
Yeah, you never know. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. But like, yeah, just in general, it's just hard for me to. I cannot picture what scenario I'm supposed to let somebody fight my homie at all. Like, I don't know where that shit don't make sense to me, bro. No game banging.
Marlon, you jumping in.
I wish I would come back to the set talking about I just watched Cuz get out. Huh?
Hey, he said I just watched.
Stop it, bro. We from the Rat Pack mob, man. We was a gang, nigga. All of us, nigga.
So how was it like doing your generation in the county jail, nigga? So you telling me that it wasn't no lineups, like if the wrong nigga from the wrong hood hit a module where was a lot of niggas at that was his enemies, like niggas wasn't lining him up?
No, the niggas that was on that wasn't no organization. They just doing their shit. Catch you if they own that, they own that. But the majority of the energy was niggas doing passes because we had to deal with them other peoples. But you still had demons that didn't give a fuck or was coming in jail and just fresh hot in a section. So, you know, it don't matter to them niggas. But it wasn't never no, all right, move this and move that. You do move the bunks and shit for regular issues. We get into it over a dice game, cards. They used to move the bunks and line it up for that shit. But for the game bang, it was no structure. If it was some gang shit, it was just up emotion on site. It was never no structure to it.
So it wasn't like no lining it up, head up, face.
I've never seen it in my life.
Cause I be hearing a lot of little stories. Like I know the tour. I know what I hear about a lot of them times back then. It was like it seemed like it was like a lot of riots with the big hoods or trying to catch this person, and a lot of people getting their pockets snatched off, money and shoes took.
I'm talking about that and getting caught in the wrong tank, and it's a gang of them niggas. That would be lovely for have a line it up culture. Nigga, you just finna get boo. They don't give a fuck who old, size, age, none of that. It was vicious if you ran into your enemies and your enemies was on that thing. It wasn't no understanding how this finna go. Kind of like, nah. If they tripping, and it's no rules, it's all bad.
Most definitely, yeah. So I guess times definitely changed, man. That be the evolution, man. Should be changing, man. The jails be changing, rules and regulations, it should be changing. So the tide and the people, and I guess the mind frames, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree be changing and shit like that. So did you ever get to holler at the boy? You and J Hood, y'all got to speak?
Yeah, we spoke after the whole thing. We did a FaceTime, me, him, J Mac, and yeah, we was all on the FaceTime, real respectful conversation.
Yeah, I thought y'all was live because somebody had told me I was live and was like,
well, I thought you meant did we get a chance to speak? Like after we spoke, he called into the black box to actually have dialogue with one of my homies that is great evidence that 50-0 is not quite accurate. Somebody he actually touched on each other, was on here talking. He popped up in the chat, called in, and they had a good, respectful dialogue as they disagreed about a lot, but not about the main things. But yeah, they chopped up.
So older homie from Coast, right? That's
older nigga.
He read it when he was young or some shit like that.
Yep, he was young. They was like 2 generations, and they had like 2 or 3 encounters where that was the reason why I did nothing. According to the homie, he had been hearing about Cuz going up and all that. But one, the age and size difference, he wasn't just fresh up on him. 2, he wasn't receiving the energy he had been hearing about. So they was able to kind of pass each other a couple times. But I think the second or third time, for whatever reason, no, they had to get at it.
No, because it be like that, because that's what I be telling people, right? Like, so for me, like, I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, man, I'm a humble tripper. Like, man, niggas be like, man, a humble tripper, what's that? Like me, I'm with all the bullshit, nigga, name ring bells on, did everything you can do wrong. But I be humble in my tent. I'm not like a bully. I'm not like a nigga that seek that unless you seek that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to like play the backfield and be chill because I always been secure and what I can do and who I was as an alpha male. Since a kid, I knew I was an alpha nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because I was fucking niggas over that wasn't my age and size. So I already knew, like, yeah, nigga, I'm different. So,
that's hard. I like the way you said that. That was hard, cuz.
Yeah. So with that being said, bro, like, that's how I was. Like, I understand what the homie from Coast was saying, because, like, it had been situations where I ran into dudes who's supposed to be them dudes, and they fade this person, but when I ran into them, it was like a lukewarm response. And I'm like, man, hold on, this is the dude I'm hearing about that's rushing shit and whooping ass and this and that, but it's a lukewarm to where it's just like, hey, bro, you know, run to the game. Yeah, bro, I've been hearing your name, bro. When we ran into each other, it was good, but being that you keep on fighting the homies and this and that, man, we got to get that in, because it can't keep on that I ran into you and there wasn't no problem with us, but you fighting everything else, because even though I my truth that you gave me a lukewarm response to everybody else, it's going to look like that I'm the coward because you fighting the rest of my homies and me and you didn't fight.
It's crazy how intricate and detailed that sounds, and look what we talking about, some gangbanging though. That shit, it remind me of sometime I be watching the NFL, listen to the commentators, they be trying to sound so like, I'm like, man, this is a football game, but we talking about gangbanging, but we're still so much structured thought, so many different elements and angles to examine. It's crazy, bro. It's perplexed.
Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac, shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, cuz. Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Crip.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood Crip, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be.